Hey guys, I'm the Thoughtful Beast. Welcome to this episode of The Climb, this Filipino's one journey to try to make mental health and dance one career. And right now it's through via film and stuff. If I would add to the title, that's what I would add. But yeah, anyways, welcome. I'm Trixie. I live with a mental illness. It's quite a time. I'm a mental health advocate. I'm also a dancer choreographer and all this other stuff. Yeah. And today we're going to talk about gratitude and mental illness. So I think gratitude is a great thing to practice. You know, there's lots of studies about gratitude, like helping you to be happier and stuff, which makes sense to me because it's like, yeah, like, you know, you're setting your mind set towards something positive. You're reminding yourself when you practice gratitude of all the things that you do have. And I think that's great. I think for myself, I definitely need to practice gratitude more, quote unquote, explicitly. As in, like, I think I would, oh my gosh, I keep thinking of the wrong word in my head. I would not receive. I would whatever. You probably know the word I'm trying to think of in my head, but I would definitely benefit. Maybe I was looking for the word benefit. I would definitely benefit from practicing more thankfulness and gratitude. And I'm bringing it up because it's, you know, the holidays are coming up. Thanksgiving is coming up. And so I feel like the word gratitude and being grateful and giving thanks, like all those words are going to come up a lot. Yeah. Being someone who suffers mental illness, I think gratitude can be hard to practice. Also, for me at least, gratitude becomes a source of shame and guilt because I feel like I'm not being thankful enough. And I think, you know, people have said this like, oh, you know, like you're sad. Well, you just need to be grateful for what you have. Like you're depressed, but like look at all these things you have. And it's just like, okay. You know, like obviously you don't understand how mental illness works. Um, and again, even I will fall into that mindset because that's what mental illness does. That's what shame, that's what guilt does. Um, and it's really sucky. I'm going to land with the word sucky. I do think, even though I'm struggling right now, my mental health is not so great. Um, but even now, I think even though I'm not like outwardly like, oh my God, look at all this stuff, like, yay, life, and da 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 da, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not grateful. I think the way that I am able to show my gratitude right now for everything I have is like showing up, like all the opportunities I have. I've been definitely shirking all my responsibilities to like my own business, like to be honest. But when it comes to showing up for other people, whoever, you know, I've said like I'll be there, whether it's like a lunch date or whether it's work, like I haven't shirked any of that stuff. And for me, like that's the best way I can show gratitude right now. Um, you know, and respect for all those opportunities that I have. Uh, and I think, and for me at this moment, that's a lot. It's taking a lot of energy, but I'm very thankful that I can do at least that. Yeah, and you know, like just because you're not like you don't feel like blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't make yourself feel bad just because you can't feel grateful right now because other things are bothering you. And I'm saying this to myself as well, but um, I've been on IG Live with Jasmine a lot, and I've been talking about this how like things are going great in my life, but I have no emotional attachment to them. All I feel right now is my PTSD. Um, yeah, all I feel now is not is not the best. And even, you know, I can smile and be with friends and I I am grateful for those moments, but this is where like gratefulness can become a toxic word when mixed with mental health is when people start telling you, or you start telling yourself, like, you're not grateful enough because you should be happy because you have all these things. And that's not fair, because being grateful is not going to solve my PTSD. It's not going to make it go away. Being thankful is not going to make my depression go away. Might it help alleviate things by me skillfully being in a thankful mindset and constantly reminding myself of the things I have? Yeah, it might. It also might just, if I'm in the wrong mindset and trying to do it, it might just make me feel guilty, because I'm like, I do have all this stuff. Why don't I feel great? Why am I depressed? I shouldn't be depressed. You know what I mean? And then it goes into that cycle, and then it gets really bad. So we all should just kind of watch how we think about those things and what we say to ourselves and others. Gratitude is great. It's just not a cure-all or solve-all. And that's something that we need to acknowledge, especially, again, for my fellow friends who are struggling with their mental health. That's something we need to acknowledge. And whatever gratitude that you can practice, wonderful. But if you can't be thankful every freaking second, if you can't be thankful right now because, like, you are just struggling and life is, like, kicking your butt, like, that's okay, You don't have to feel thankful for every second of your life. That's, like, not real for anyone. And, when things are going bad, it's like, maybe gratitude, isn't your focus. Right now, like, maybe your focus is surviving. Just, like, getting up every day and trying to keep to all your responsibilities. And that has to be okay. And I'm definitely saying this for you and for me and the entire human race. Okay, anyways. But seriously. But yes. I mean, okay, so if you follow me on IG and stuff, my plan is to talk about gratefulness and giving thanks and da-da-da all throughout November. Let's see how I do, because I've definitely been away from that. I will give an update, though. Unfollowing all those people and unfollowing all the butts have definitely made me a lot happier. And my Instagram feed is now, like, a lot of memes and a lot of quotes about, like, feeling better, or, like, people trying to survive and live better lives with childhood trauma and all this stuff, where I'm like, oh my god, my life. So, Instagram is no longer depressing me. So that's great. And that's a good update. And I think, yeah, try it out. Maybe unfollowing people, or if you don't want to unfollow people, just, like, mute their posts or whatever. But I think that was really good for me, specifically because, I used to do fitness. If you look on my Instagram, I did a lot of fitness, and it was going great. But it was definitely messing with my mind, and I was definitely having body dysmorphia, and and so I didn't want to do anymore, and so I stopped, which is fine. And fitness can be great. It's just all about how it affects you and what you can hold on to, and yeah. But anyways, I mean, that's a positive update. I don't want to go super into it, because I'm like, it might bring us back down. But yeah, again, when you can practice gratitude, wonderful. When you can't, because it's really hard and you're focused on other things, like trying to get through the day, that's okay too. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for being with me, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This feels super unnatural. It's fine, because I don't think I've ever said that in my vlog. But yeah, if you want to stay up to date with me, like, those are things you can do. Yeah. Bye. Take care of yourselves.